Good morning and welcome back to NASA's Kennedy Space Center. We're live over Launch Pad 39A this morning, where Crew 11 is getting another shot at launching to the International Space Station. Yesterday, weather stood in the way, but today, we're back. Astronaut Nick Hague is back. We are in position for an 11:43 a.m. Eastern launch. Let's go.
I feel fine.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Rocket Tranquility, we copy you on the ground.
New possibilities are opening up for scientific cooperation between countries.
1-0. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery, roger, go for deploy.
Everybody in the shuttle program, the crew is go for launch.
Roger, nice to be in orbit.
We have followed in their footsteps to get us where we are today.
Welcome to this planet's premier spaceport. This is a live look at Pad 39A, the very same pad that sent Apollo to the moon, now launches crew missions to orbit. As we orbit the pad, we see Dragon Endeavour at the top of the rocket. Its 4 crew members, including 2 NASA astronauts, are ready to ride a Falcon 9 rocket to the space station. I'm NASA's Daryl Nail, and you're watching our live Crew 11 launch coverage. Joining me again for our second launch attempt is NASA astronaut and Space Force Brigadier General Nick Hague. He is a spacewalker, Crew 9 commander, and my co-host. Well, Nick, how's it feel knowing that Crew 11's going to get another shot today?
Hey, today we're launching humans into space. It's a fabulous day. Ready.
Absolutely. And we are also listening to the loops, and we will pause when we hear those operational loops come over our audio channels here. You will not see Nick or I on camera until our final hour before liftoff. For now, it's audio only as we document and show you the video, the pictures of the sights and the sounds leading up to liftoff. It's been a beautiful morning so far. Astronaut Nick Hague was outside capturing the beautiful sunrise this morning around 6:30.
Yeah, what a sunrise it was, too.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day out there.
It sure is. And it started that way yesterday as well. As we know, we headed into yesterday's launch attempt, which was slated for 12:09 p.m. Eastern Time, with just absolutely perfect weather at the beginning of our journey. You see clear skies there. However, we had weather interrupt what was going to be, and at least looked like was going to be, a perfect setup for launch. The crew was good. The vehicle was good. The spacecraft was good. We were green all the way across, except for at T-minus 1 minute and 7 seconds, we had a cumulus cloud get into the standoff area with a 10-mile radius around the pad. And so when that happens, we have weather rules that constrain launch, because when you launch a rocket through a cumulus cloud, especially if there's energy in it, potential lightning could be induced by a rocket launch. We stood down for that launch opportunity yesterday, but we got so close.
It was so close. We were out there a minute to go, and off goes the warning for lightning in the area, and you can see the rain in the distance coming down, and Mother Nature decided to let us try again today.
And we are hopeful she will give us a chance today. We certainly know that the conditions will be very similar to the ones that were in play yesterday. We have a sea breeze that's going to be coming onto land, as it always does this time of year, and it cooks up things in the atmosphere. The question today, though, is with our T0 at 11:43 a.m. Eastern Time, we're just a little bit earlier, about 22 minutes earlier than yesterday's T0 due to orbital mechanics. So hopefully, if the same setup happens as it did yesterday with the weather, we would launch today because that cumulus cloud would not be around.
Absolutely. It is, I'm an optimist.
You are.
We're going.
That's-
Astronauts have to be optimists.
They really do, right? And as we look on our screen, we are seeing the astronauts that are flying today, and that is Commander Zena Cardman. Her crew made their way into the suit-up room, as they did yesterday. Once again, getting suited up, the gloves, the suit, the helmet, the boots. This is a time to make sure that everything is ready, Nick.
Yep. This is, you start the day, you hop in your suit. This is the first check of a couple different checks you're going to do of the suit. Just making sure that, if you ever needed this to hold pressure in the event of an emergency during launch or landing, that it's going to work for you. And so sitting in a suit there, you've got the suit techs strapping her in and hooking her up, and pretty soon she's going to close her visor and they'll take her to pressure.
Let's learn a little bit more about Zena as she prepares for her space flight today. Zena Cardman.
Countdown advanced team have arrived in the White Room. This is on schedule.
On schedule today out there at the launch pad. That's what that call was for. This is the advanced team that gets everything ready at the pad, so that's great news, running on time. Zena Cardman, she is commanding Crew 11. She was born in Urbana, Illinois, but calls Williamsburg, Virginia, her hometown. She's a scientist at heart with degrees in biology and marine science from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Before joining NASA, Zena did field work in some of the most extreme environments on Earth, including Antarctica, the Canadian High Arctic, and volcanic terrain in Idaho and Hawaii. She gives us a big thumbs up and a big A-OK sign. She was selected as part of NASA's 2017 astronaut class known as the Turtles. Zena was originally assigned to Crew 9, the mission that Nick Hague flew on, my co-host, but was later reassigned to command Crew 11 to support changes in station operations. And when she's not training for spaceflight, she enjoys rock climbing, writing poetry. She's an artist, can draw amazingly. We'll talk about more about that later. And she's also a power lifter.
Yeah, what can't she do?
That's the question. And she is, we've had astronauts like her before in the past launches, doesn't come from a test pilot background or even a military pilot background.
Yeah, you point that out. That's unique. She is, of her crew, the only one that doesn't have the military aviation background. She is a civilian scientist and quite capable by everything that you listed out.
Fascinating that she is leading these military pilots in this endeavor.
Yeah, absolutely. Shows that leadership comes in all forms.
Absolutely. Next up, our Crew 11 pilot. Speaking of military pilots, NASA astronaut Michael Fincke. He's a Pennsylvania native and a veteran of 3 previous space flights, spending more than a year of his life in orbit. He first flew to space in 2004 as a flight engineer on Expedition 9. He then returned in 2009 to command Expedition 18, where he helped prep the station for future 6-person crews. In 2011, he took part in the second to last, the penultimate flight of the space shuttle Endeavour, STS-134. But it was the final flight of Endeavour itself, logging 3 more spacewalks along the way. Fincke's also been a key player in NASA's commercial crew efforts, supporting development of the Boeing Starliner. He served as a backup pilot for a crew flight test, helping shape Starliner's avionics and software from the ground up. He also co-hosted a launch broadcast, so we all got to know him really well during his time serving as a co-host. Outside of spaceflight, he's a passionate learner into geology, astronomy, reading, and languages, and he's conversant in both Japanese and Russian, a skill that comes in handy on the International Space Station. He's also a kind of a favorite of the commercial crew program because they work with him so much in the lead up to putting Dragon and Starliner on that path to becoming vehicles that travel to the space station.
Yeah, absolutely. He has been at the heart of the development of commercial crew programs capabilities over the last decade. His heart and soul is in this program, and his fingerprints are all over it, and it's exciting to see him taking one of those for a ride.
It's been 14 years, a long time waiting for him since his last flight, but he's hung in there.
Yeah, he more than hung in there. He's been hard at work, so this is going to be a great day.
Our mission specialist for Crew 11, our first one, is Kimiya Yui. There he is, representing the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA. A former test pilot and Air Force officer, Yui graduated from Japan's National Defense Academy in 1992 and rose to the rank of lieutenant colonel in the Japanese Air Self-Defense Force. He was selected as a JAXA astronaut in 2009 and made his first trip to space in 2015, spending 142 days aboard the International Space Station as part of Expeditions 44 and 45. During that mission, he made history as the first Japanese astronaut to capture JAXA's H-2 transfer vehicle, a crucial piece of cargo hardware. He also helped build out a new experimental module inside Kibo, Japan's laboratory on station, and carried out 21 experiments on behalf of JAXA. In 2016, Yui was named chief of JAXA's astronaut group, and today he is on his way back to space. And Mike Fincke calls him the wise one.
Well, you can see why, or his experiences show that he has that wisdom that he brings to the job. But he also has a good sense of humor and a great personality. So Kimiya is an amazing guy and fun to always work with when you get the chance.
Rounding out our crew, mission specialist Oleg Platonov, flying to space for the very first time. And there he is. He's a cosmonaut with Roscosmos, Russia's space agency, and a graduate of the Krasnodar Higher Military Aviation School of Pilots. That's where he earned a degree in engineering and the rank of lieutenant. Platonov completed his cosmonaut training in 2018 and was certified as a test cosmonaut that same year. Earlier this year, Roscosmos announced that he would launch to the International Space Station aboard a Crew Dragon as part of Crew 11. That marked a new chapter in international collaboration. He is married, has one child, and today begins his first journey to space, weather permitting.
Yeah, and so Oleg's in the newest class of cosmonauts over there, and had the chance to cross paths with him a couple times. He has just got an amazing personality.
Core on countdown, side hatches open, on schedule.
Continue to be on schedule. That's good. And he's got a great sense of humor. He loves to crack jokes, and is just a really great guy.
Mike Fincke says he's funnier than he is, than himself, which is...
Mike's a funny guy, so that's a pretty high bar.
And he knows it, apparently. Well, if you're watching right now, we would love for you to be part of the show. And so just send us a note, send Nick a question. We'll be looking at those throughout today's broadcast. Just send it to us via our media platforms on X, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, and use the hashtag AskNASA. We'll be answering those questions live as we count down to launch. So don't be shy. Jump into that conversation. Nick wants to hear from you. We want to get your questions answered.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we only got to like 4 questions yesterday. I'd like to get to 10 times more.
10 times more?
Okay, maybe
what?
double. If we can squeeze in double,
Double?
that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Challenge to the broadcast team.
All right. Well, the challenge has been laid down, folks, as we watch Mike and Kimiya and Zena pose for pictures. the location we're at is the astronaut crew quarters. This is the suit-up room inside the operations and checkout facility. This is about a 20-minute drive from the launch pad. And this is where the team gets ready. This is their second time going through this routine. So given that, Nick, do they get any quicker as they get ready?
Well, they're definitely more comfortable. You can tell that today. So this